Hey, welcome back to the channel. Right now I'm escorting the dogs on our daily walk, and in today's video we're going to be checking out 4 different plein air paintings. The first painting that we're going to be checking out is a rustic barn that I painted under afternoon light. For this painting I worked on a stretch canvas. I toned the canvas before I started, and I really focused in and was interested in painting the quality of light falling onto the old rustic and weathered barn boards. The second and third paintings that we're going to check out are down by the old feed mill in Reedsburg. I worked on these paintings over 2 sessions, and it took me 2 sessions to work on them to capture the fleeting effect of the last rays of light. It's summertime, and when I think summertime, I think sunshine, and I think warm afternoon light, and I'm always interested in capturing that golden hour light. I'm feeling some major heat as that sun comes out on me right now. The final painting that we're gonna have is a really fun one. It was something that I did during the local fair. Whoa, shadows of the bald eagles. You can see in this tree right here, there's 2 young bald eagles. They don't have white feathers on their head yet, and then one of the parents just flew up in that tree back there. And of course the dogs alerted me to that. The final painting is from the local fair, which is called the Butterfest, and I went down there with my friend Josh last week on Friday and painted the Ferris wheel at nighttime. So we'll have a nocturne painting of the Butterfest. This is something that I've done for the past couple of years. The final part of this video is just kind of fun. You'll see Corbin and I going and checking out the fair, and then we'll head down there later in the evening with Josh to do a little bit of painting. Enjoy this week's video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out today in pursuit of a little plein air painting. Got our subject matter right behind me. I'm trying to sneak one in before these clouds roll in and destroy the effect of light. Let's make this painting happen. I'm setting up my easel here, and for this painting I'm going to be working on a stretch canvas that I have toned with a yellow ochre color. Here I am starting things off. I'm making a site-size drawing using blue paint, which happens to be the complementary color of that yellow ochre tone. I want to create a sense of light and shadow at this point, and I want to get things placed on the canvas in an accurate way right from the start. This part of the painting process usually takes me a long time, but I find it worthwhile if I take my time at the start. I like to think things through before I start painting. And I think that by doing that, it causes me to not have to correct so many errors at the end of the painting process. There I placed that yellow hayfield, and now I'm starting to land some violet for the sky. Working on a painting over 2 days is nice because I can build up a lot of color. That was 2 hours of painting. We'll come back one of these days and finish this one up. I was able to stand in the shade from the hatch of my car, which was really nice because I was able to get some shade. I think it's risen to be a little bit warmer now than it was when I set up, but it's hot out. It's doable if you can get shade, but I'm always trying to find my shade when I'm out painting the landscape in the summertime. I think I've got a good start. All right, we're back here, day 2 on this painting farm on Terrytown. Getting the painting up on the easel, and I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna finish this one off. This was the second afternoon that I was gonna work on this painting, and I was so happy to be in the shade during these painting sessions. I usually don't have a ton of energy in the early afternoon after lunchtime, but because I could be in the shade on these days, it was alright, and I felt energized and good to be out there in the field. This is early summer, but like I said, the temperature was in the 90s on both days that I was painting. Those grasses in the foreground have gotten pretty long. They're starting to tassel, and it just felt like summertime while I was making this painting. Well, it's hot out. It's another 90-degree day, but we finished up the painting. Kind of seeing some nice stuff across the road. There's some nice atmospheric perspective. Maybe in the next painting that I do, I'll do something backlit. But that's for another day. We're finishing up here on Terrytown Road, and summer's just getting started. There's going to be plenty more hot days. I'm looking forward to painting all of them. Thanks so much for sticking with me. In this piece, I was really interested in the weathered quality of these barn boards, and so right away when I got here, I spent time doing that. I spent time creating the effect of sunlight shining on the metal roof. Also kind of interesting, that little stone building right there, you can see down the road, there's the Terrytown Creamery. And then that was the little retail location for that creamery. From Terrytown Road, thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're over here in Reedsburg. We're at the old feed mill. You can see that I've got some great light this afternoon, and I'm looking to do a kind of abstract landscape painting of the... I have a funny book, but I'm really enjoying the patterns of light and shadow that I'm seeing on some of these pages. I think that I'm going to start with making an underpainting that is just kind of transparent and very tonal, and then we'll take it from there. I don't really know what's going to happen, but we're out here painting, and that's step one. So let's go ahead, let's set our things up, and let's dig into this painting. Seems like I paint down near this feed mill quite a bit. I think it's one of my favorite places to paint when I'm in Reedsburg. I'm starting off with a site-size drawing to get things started. I'm just working on paper here, and then I transferred my drawing to the panels that I was going to paint on. I'm getting an idea at that point about the shapes of light and shadow that I was going to be working with. And here I am starting in on laying in my underpainting. I was taking my time during this point in the painting session, just measuring things out and accurately putting them onto the painting panel. It's kind of fun to look at this transparent underpainting at this point. When you work with transparent paint, light travels through the paint layer, bounces off the panel surface, the color of the ground, and then reflects back through the paint surface to your eye. It's different than when you use opaque paint and the light just kind of bounces off of the paint surface and into your eye. You can get kind of some richer colors in a way. But in the second piece, I'm kind of working with that transparent idea again, but I'm also building up my lights with opaque, thick paint. It's a good way to do it, to create the effect of light. Use transparent shadows and load any areas that the light is touching with plenty of thick, opaque impastos. This is the second day, and I've set my things up, and I'm starting to add in a lot of color shifts. I was really kind of chunking in the color at this point because I wanted to move quickly and I wanted to get it done. And I happen to really enjoy that quality, that surface quality that a painting ends up with when you're working quickly and intuitively. The owner of the building came up to me. She was out on a bike ride, and that was nice to chat with her as well. I grew up with her kids. We went to school together, so I've known her since I was small. She had really positive things to say about the painting, and that was cool to hear. Here I am working on that second painting, just adding in the sky. You can see the light has already faded away for the day, and I'm just left working from memory at this point. I'm finishing up here this evening, and check out the sky behind me on the other side of the feed mill down there. but there's a lot of transparency and granulation happening. It's not uncommon for me to make a transparent underpainting, but I let a lot of that underpainting live on into the end of the painting. There was some clouds low on the horizon, so as the sun was setting today, I only had enough time to mix a few colors, so I quickly mixed the colors for the shape of light that's kind of pouring onto the side of the old feed mill, and I also mixed up the sky, but it was cloudy after just a few minutes, so I let a lot of that transparent underpainting live. It was just an idea that I thought would be really fun to play around with, and I feel like it created a really interesting and fun painting. Anyway, every night of painting is, you know, can be a worthwhile experience. For me, I'm teaching summer school during the day right now. I'm getting out and I'm painting in the afternoon, and it's kind of becoming a nice rhythm. I've only been in school. This was my third day of school, but every day with school, I'm feeling engaged and I'm feeling in the moment. I'm enjoying what I'm teaching. I'm learning lessons every day as I'm teaching the kids, and I'm adapting my lesson plans as we move forward. That's just all part of the teaching gig. It's nice because it gives me my evenings to come on outside and to do some painting. And this golden hour light is, of course, my favorite light of the day to paint. So, enjoying the schedule. It's 9 o'clock now. It's at the height of summer. The solar equinox is going to be coming in a week or so. So these are long days. I need to get home, get myself some dinner, and get ready for the day tomorrow. But I finished off both of my paintings this afternoon that I was working on, and I'm very happy about that. Thanks so much for being out here with me. It's really nice having you along during these painting sessions, and we'll do it again soon. I'm teaching summer school, and that's from 7 in the morning every day until noon. I'm really enjoying the summer school. In fact, this is the end of the second week, so we have 10 days of summer school under our belts. I have 2 classes each day, so I'm going in, I'm doing quick demos, and I'm getting the students up and running with their own projects. This week we were working with a charcoal toned piece of paper, and we're pulling out the lights with an eraser, and we're adding more information with more charcoal and graphite pencils, and it's just been a really fun start to the summer school so far. Oh, something's jumping in the water. Come on. I have 3 more weeks of summer school left. These are middle school students. They're creating great projects. My goal with all the teaching that I do is to inspire through fun, and we can do a little bit of learning in there too. But the main goal is to show each one of these students that art is something of value, and art is something for them to take with them. No, it's not going to be a career for all of them, but it's going to be something that anytime they feel like they need to express themselves, we're going to give them the tools to do that. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at this Ferris wheel and everything. Live streaming. What's that?
Oh, are they riding a Ferris wheel?
I think.
Dude, that's almost like a Ferris wheel?
Well, that's terrible. It's for the ticket booth. Hey, there's a kid gonna get dunked.
Who should do it? Oh! I meant like throw the ball, but yeah, that was good. I thought it felt good. It's hot out here.
It's so hot out.
COVID-19 vaccination.
Really? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. What do they have?
Snickers, deep fried Oreos, deep fried Musketeers.
Deep fried fruit smoothie.
Whoa, look at drainage grid.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've skated there before.
Oh, yeah.
This is literally the line for the Ferris wheel. It's like a 1/4 mile long. That's crazy. Yeah! 7 points.
You said the kid had the banana, so
It's a very vegetarian prize of her.
now it's on your cheek.
It's our anniversary and she won me.
To the point that I memorized where to go.
I'll bet. Whoa! That is so cool. Hall of Mirrors. All right, we're back here at the fair again. I couldn't stay away from the fair. You know, everything's so extra here. It's like just overstimulation, and so we had to come back and do a little plein air painting this evening. We got people walking by with lights on their hats and big jugs full of stuff. We got the homie Hess with us. You know we had to get out tonight. We're gonna get up on top of this hill. You know, Hess and I are veterans of the Butter Festival. Both of us remember back in the year around 2000 or something, some kid didn't lock the door on the zipper.
Zipper.
Yeah, remember that? And a kid fell out.
Yeah.
Who was that kid?
It was Blake Fish's sister.
Oh my god. Did she get hurt?
She left.
Tractor pulls tonight. We're getting up on top of this hill. It's very late to be starting a plein air painting, but that's okay. We're still gonna do it. I haven't hung out with Hess in quite a while, so we're gonna get to our location and get this going. What do you think? Let's just scoot this way. You can leave your stuff, but let's just look over here. Ow! I just tripped over a fence. Well, I think I'm painting here by the Air Max. I think that this should be a cool spot.
Like your mind, like your smile, like your eyes, I could die. Aeroplane, US of fly, singing songs like Jeremiah. Party time, hop inside, we're so high. Roller coaster ride, diamond bright, kiss me right, yeah, that's so nice. I like everything about you. 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 Don't you hold me back, 'cause I know when I know I don't wanna be alone. Don't you hold me back, 'cause I know when I know I wanna go. I'm not shy, make you sigh, slip and slide. I have thighs juicy just like clementine. Sorry if I make you cry. Party time, hop inside, we're so high. Roller coaster ride, Gemini, switching sides, yeah, that's so.
Well, they're playing Lil Jon, and that can only mean one thing. Our night is done out here at the carnival. I can't tell what's going on this painting. Normally, if I'm painting a nocturne, I'm downtown somewhere and I have a street lamp to sit under, but I'll take a look at this one in the morning and we'll take... I don't know if you can see, but Hess has a whole little wagon with all this stuff in here. Where'd you get that wagon at? Oh, Shopko, when it was closing. It was really extra to be out here though. Not only could I not see, I mean, usually I can work just on intuition alone without even having much eyesight to help guide me. But it's just loud and kind of feel like I'm having too many flashing lights in my face at this moment. Everything fell. I dropped my painting.